So I have a question here that has to do with the idea of a testable, quantifiable, and repeatable reaction. Now, for this experiment, I want us to come up with an experiment that is testable, that is repeatable, and etc. for every single individual. Now, what I want you to do is think of something where you were trying to figure something out. How do I put this? It's like some kind of an experiment, and you want the results to be the same every single time. So you go up to someone, and you do something to them. You do X to that person. So you get an entire room full of like hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people, right? And then you tell them all to go and do the same thing to one other person who is inside another room. Like every person who walks in will go in and then they'll do whatever. Like just like out of nowhere, they'll, I don't know, they'll just say hi. I don't know. Just like my main point is they will all go in one after another, and they will do whatever the same thing is. Now the question I'm asking you is, are you expecting to get the same reaction from the person who is in the room to every single one of the hundreds of people that you have lined up outside? Are you expecting the reaction to be identical? Are you expecting the reaction to be repeatable and quantifiable and testable all the time? The answer, if you're being intellectually honest, is no, you are not going to get a repeatable answer. You're not going to get the same thing to happen for everybody. And the factors that change what's going to be different are, to be totally honest, myriad beyond counting. But the point that I'm getting at is, I've seen a lot of atheists, and myself included was once an atheist along these lines, who would say things like, look, just provide me with an experiment that is 100% guaranteed, always gets the exact same results, and blah 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 blah. And that's fine for something that's like testing if gravity works. Like, you know, if you drop two things, they're going to fall at the same rate because gravity is at the same rate, and etc. For things like natural laws and everything. But when we speak of God, we speak not of things like natural laws. We're speaking of a person. And people don't react the same to everybody, regardless of whether those people do the exact same things. They react differently because the people doing the things are different. If someone comes to me and asks me a question, how I answer that person is going to be different depending on who it is, and depending on the question, and depending on etc. Like, depending on the time of day, depending on what I've been spending my time thinking about for the past half an hour before they walked up to me. I mean, like, my answer is going to be different all the time. I don't answer every question the same, no matter who asks it. And to assume that God will answer literally everybody in a constantly repeatable way, no matter what, always, in like quantifiable and repeatable, is ludicrous beyond reasoning. So that's all I have to say on the subject of quantifiable and testable things about God. We're not talking about some obscure process here. We're talking about a person. And you have to treat God as though he is a living person, not just some obscure idea. Anyway, let me know what you thought of this video in the comments below. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and you have a blessed day.